Welcome back to the Malted Man Cave. I'm Keith.
I'm Dave.
Tonight we're going to be doing a port matured whiskey. Alright, so we're back, and as I said before, tonight we are going to review a port matured whiskey from the Isle of Arran. We've done a couple of Arran whiskeys, do you remember?
I do. I do. Yeah.
We did the 10,
10
and then we did the 12 cask strength.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, you remember that?
Hey, as soon as I
saw
saw
have we done? We've done like, what, 115 plus reviews now? And going strong?
So many.
Alright, so tonight we're going to be doing the Arran malt, single malt Scotch whiskey, the port cask finish. So, their description says the luscious flavors of hazelnut, strawberry jam, and mandarin oranges display the perfect balance of flavor between the port cask and the Arran malt. So we shall see.
We'll find out.
I used to really love port cask matured whiskeys, like the Glenmorangie Kinta Reuben. It's matured in port. It was one of the first whiskeys that like turned me into a whiskey geek.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of good port cask, matured that I really like. But I've noticed I don't like port cask matured whiskeys quite as much as I used to. But whether this one is in or out, we'll save to the end of the review. So this one comes in at 50% ABV. It is non-colored and non-chill filter. That's another good thing about Arran is they're kind of like another island distillery, kind of like, Campbelltown is a peninsula, but they're it's an island distillery that's very similar to Springbank. They're kind of doing everything the right way. Higher ABVs, not chill filtering. They have dunnage warehouses. They actually are building new dunnage warehouses. Wow. Which, normally dunnage warehouses are like these old decrepit things with slate roofs and, so earthen floors, but they're actually making new old things. Yeah. Yeah. So respect to them. So without further ado, anything else we want to say about this whiskey?
No. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. All right. You can go ahead and finish her off.
Glug. Dude.
Just finish her off. One thing I would say about Arran whiskey is every single expression I've had from the Isle of Arran, it is just a fruity affair.
Yeah.
It is a plethora of fruit basket.
A cornucopia.
Delight.
A cornucopia of fruit.
Yes. So initially I get plums. This reminds me a lot of Glenmorangie Bacalta. It was like a Madeira matured whiskey, and for some reason this has a lot of similarities to it. I get plums, I get raisins, I get powdered sugar, applesauce, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg. Wow, this is better than I remembered. I'm gonna give this a higher score than I was planning on. I haven't had this in probably 7 or 8 months. A little bit of Chardonnay. The slightest bit of floral sneaks in there. I'm not sure if it's buttercups, lilies, daisies, something like that.
Something green.
Something floral.
And flowery. And
then at the end, there's like this maltiness and like a dark, like a really dark honey. Just pretty good nose.
Pretty good nose. Yeah, so a lot of as you were reading them off, they're in there, the dark fruits. Apple for me really stood out, like a smoked apple. I couldn't explain it better than that. I wrote peppery lemon slices. It's got a little pepper to it, a little crushed pepper, and a little bit.
There is a little pepper in there, and a slight salinity as well.
So it's probably where I'm getting. I don't know what it's probably the dunnage warehouses, but I put musty sweet newspapers.
I guess I can dig it.
Don't know how to. Yeah,
I can dig it.
Yeah, A musty sweetness.
Sweet newspaper.
Sweet newspaper.
It's like musty newspaper with like powdered sugar. It's the powdered. Do you smell kind of powdered sugar?
Yeah, I could. Well, I sure now, but and then
it's almost smell. I know it smells chalky, like chalky.
Yeah.
Mixed with powdered sugar.
Yeah, yeah. My last one was mint with sugar, and you burn that in a saucepan.
Yeah. I get it.
It's weird. Things are getting weird with Arran.
Do you get anything else on the nose?
No.
All right. On to the palate.
Manhandling and stuff.
Again, plums, raisins, powdered sugar, apricots, Chardonnay, ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon. Like applesauce with like cinnamon and nutmeg mixed in it.
Coordinated grunts.
There's a little bit more like kind of orange marmalade. I didn't smell the oranges as much on the nose, but I get it more prominent on the palate. Again, a little slight maltiness, dark honey, and a little salinity.
Yeah, oranges definitely.
Man,
getting
that
that
finish
all over.
is intense.
Yeah, I put it. It's so the pepper, cracked pepper, was there for me as well. I wrote raisin bran and dates, just dark fruits, dark sweet fruits. This little soapy, little chalky feel to the coating that it gives you.
It's like I know I've said this, I think I even said this in our last review, like chalky cigarette candies.
Yeah, I was just about to say, have you ever like had a mouthful of like powdered sugar and you blew it out? Mm-hmm. That's what it felt like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Remember there's the two types of candy cigarettes. There's the chalky ones, and then there was the little bubblegum ones.
Oh, that's right.
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
They had like a layer of powder, and then you could blow it out the paper and then like smoke would come out.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the story how my mom made me take it back and apologize? My family was ultra conservative, and they're like, "You will take back that and you will apologize."
My mom,
I mean, all well intentioned. I get it. They don't want I mean, I have no problem with smoking or whatever, but obviously it's not great for your health.
Do you remember when there used to be barrels of nuts out in the middle of the store, and you would like walk by and scoop up a bunch of nuts out of the barrel? No, yeah. You don't remember.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I know the story though.
I walked by and I grabbed a handful of peanuts and I put them in my pocket, and then I got home and I went behind the couch and I started cracking all my peanuts, and my mom didn't hear a thing from me for like 15 minutes, so she knew something was up, and she went behind the couch and I was back there. She took me straight back to the store, and I had all these peanuts, crushed peanut shells, and she made me walk up to the manager and apologize. And I can still remember the manager's face. He said thank you, but he was like, why are you making your child do this? It was a good lesson. It was a good lesson.
To learn right and wrong.
Yeah, but it was like 5 peanuts.
Oh, so you could just justify it away. It's just 5
small
peanuts.
amounts of peanuts. It's just peanuts.
This could lead into a whole political debate, which we will not.
No, it was a wonderful lesson, and I would do that with my kid if they take it. Oh, God forbid if they take something from a store.
What are you going to finish?
A lot of those things stay.
Do you think this is like super fiery, like pretty powerful, or is it just? I have been drinking way less, so I don't know if it's just because I'm not used to.
That's why I kept on saying pepper, or it's got a pack full punch to it.
It does. And normally Arran is like a really like mellow, very smooth.
I was gonna say, I thought the 10 and the 12 were pretty even keel.
Yeah. I mean, the 12 cast strength had some power behind it because it was cast strength, but it was still smooth.
Right.
It's not that it's not smooth, it's just like, wow. Yeah. A lot of flavors and ABV packed
and it's not as much as the ABV, but the flavor that's behind it. A lot of times it's just heat from the ABV, but this is actually like I like it. I like it. So yeah, the dark fruit stay, that waxy, soapy feel coats my tongue and stays for quite a long time. It's a medium to long finish.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good. How about you?
This is actually, to me, this is one of the longest finishes I've had in a while. I don't know if my palate's just...
You haven't had me.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is just like in my palate tonight, the way I'm drinking it, just what I ate, but for some reason, like it stays for a long time. Let me take another sip.
Yeah, it does. I can still feel it. I can feel it.
Dave hasn't been out in a while. He's been
Oh
stuck at
man,
home.
I've been taking care of 2 kids. It's hard to entertain 2 children.
You're out
when you have a
now,
baby.
Man.
When you have a baby, because it's like the baby dictates what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys think you're gonna go get some ice cream? Nope.
Not wrong. I got a nice big shite just for you.
Guess what? I'm hungry now.
So like I said, long. It's like chalky. It's like fiery, peppery, but yet sugary, chalky. Plums, apricots, orange marmalade, pepper, like you said. Applesauce, man. It is a fruity dram, and more dark fruits than light orchard fruits for the most part. I didn't get strawberries. I think on...
Yeah, I didn't get them either. Yeah, it says it on the bottle.
Hey. What does it say? I didn't get hazelnut. Not saying it's not there. I didn't. Strawberry jam, nope. Mandarin orange, yes. Pretty good stuff. Malted Man Cave Mark, what are you going to give this?
Hey, I'm impressed. I think the other Arrans I gave a mid-80s, I believe. This is a little better showing. I'm going to give this an 88.
Nice. That's exactly what I was going to give it.
Yeah.
88 out of 100.
Yeah.
The finish is actually really pleasant. It might be even a tad bit too hot, but it's still, like, I like it. I think it's just the mood I'm in, like maybe what I ate tonight. Because I don't remember it being super hot when I drank the whole rest of the bottle.
Yeah.
Good stuff. 88 out of 100 for me. 88 for Dave. Question of the night.
Question of the night. We're right at halftime of the NBA Finals, and Kevin Durant was hurt earlier in the game. It's pretty close, and just wanted to kind of propose the question to each other: what is the NBA going to look like in 5 years? We've had Golden State for feels forever, and before that we had the Heat forever, it feels like, and then before that we had the Spurs forever, and with a sprinkling.
So who do we think is going to rise to the top to be the power players in the NBA?
Yeah, what are we going to see?
So obviously LeBron's going to be gone by then, probably.
Yeah.
Or if he is still, it's a very decrepit version.
He's going to be playing with Bronny.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
As he said that's kind of his goal, right?
Yeah.
Hasn't he said that?
Yeah.
Dude, Bronny's good. Have you watched him play?
Yeah.
Dude, he's legit.
He better be.
But he actually has, it's not just raw talent. I mean, LeBron obviously has skill too, but he got away with 6'8", 265, jump out of the gym. Bronny has like true skill.
Yeah, he can actually, he's got a shot and can dribble.
Yeah, so LeBron has skill too, I'm just saying. I feel like at a younger age he has it. So I think KD's going to, it's either one or two. I think Kyrie and Anthony Davis may go to the Lakers, and I think this is more likely. I don't want it to be more likely, but I think more likely KD and Kyrie are going to team up in New York. So I think New York City, the Knicks, will be like relevant again for like the first time in like 50 years.
Oh man, Allen Houston, Ewing.
Yep.
What was that guard?
John Starks.
Starks.
Who's the guy with like the huge shoulders?
Oh,
Mason.
Oakley.
No, Oakley, but it was like Mason something.
Oh, yeah, no,
you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I think New York Knicks will probably be strong. I don't think Golden State's going away just like that. I think even if KD leaves, I think they still have.
They'll still be a contender.
Like I think they probably, even without KD, if they hadn't had all these injuries, it'd probably be a different series. And who knows? They may come back and win it. We don't know. The paint is still fresh.
3-1. You know who was down 3-1?
Oh, the Cavs.
Our Cleveland Cavaliers.
Right. So
living in the glory days.
New York Knicks, Golden State. I have to think the Lakers are going to somehow get out of this trash can fire that's going on right now and be good. I don't know. I think if I was a betting man, those three teams, probably maybe
just do three
the Spurs too.
Okay,
I mean,
because they're
not going to bet against the Spurs.
So I would put the Spurs in there just because if Popovich, I would put that way. If Popovich stays 5 years, or if they have a good...
I bet he's going to retire the next 2-3 years. Because I may change my opinion.
It depends on who they get in there. It's just a well-run organization. That's why they've been good for our entire lifetime.
R.C. Buford is a very underrated
general manager.
Yep.
So my picks for 5 years down the road, Golden State's definitely in it. I'd like to think that Houston figures it out. They have a good big man. They do. They've got.
But CP3 is going to be super old.
Well, yeah, I guess he would be super old.
He's not the type of person that, like, with his height, he can't.
I think Giannis is going to be
I didn't
incredible.
think about that. Yeah, I didn't think about Giannis.
I think they're going to figure it out, and they're going to build a team around him.
If he can get an outside shot. That's the only.
Even
if he doesn't.
He's fine.
But could you imagine if he does get an outside shot?
But then I also like my second team out of the East. Wouldn't it be Boston? It'd be Philadelphia.
Yeah. I forgot completely. And Boston.
Yeah.
Who would have seen them crap the bed like they did? I thought they were going to be up there with Golden State this year.
It's just a tough town to be.
Yeah.
You gotta have thick skin, and I don't think Kyrie's got it.
No, he does not.
Nah, not for those Bostonians.
No, he does not. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and remember, Scotch is king,
but bourbon is best.
Sláinte.